Hey crew, today I'm going to feature again the SCX6 CLOD Buster Beastie. 34 pound, 3 foot long, 8.5 inch tall tire behemoth. And I'm going to show you upgraded motors from 550 Titan to 570s. This is a considerably larger, longer, more torque per volt kind of deal. Actually, hold on, I'm going to go get the Enjoras that were in here before, the 550s, so we can see them for size comparison. Okay, we got pretty good lighting here. Here's the Enjora 550. Here's the 570. You see I had to do a little bit of magic work right here with the motor mount and put some washers in there to back the motor off because the collars are too big. It's the same now with the new 550s. These collars are too deep. Right here for the bushing. Actually, the Enjora has a bearing finally. Still a bushing in this end. I wore out the bushings on the 35T 550s I had in less than about 2 months. These were ovaled and the whole thing was wobbling and making me think my transmissions were destroyed. But actually, when I took the motors out, the transmissions were smooth as butter. And it was just the motors that were shot. So here's a bigger motor. Show you. Size difference. I think you can see that. We're in broad daylight. I can't really see my phone screen all that great, but I'm sure you got a good view there, how much bigger the motor is. And we got them front and rear. So, drove it yesterday real briefly and conquered the big rock wall on the east side of my property. So first we're going to go up the beans, the steep part of the beans right through there, which is generally hard to get up because the rocks all want to roll out from underneath big trucks, big heavy trucks. Then we're going to go up through my little trail through there and around real quick. And then we're going to go over to the back and around to the east side where there's some big rocks and try to show you that it can now maybe repeat itself and get up that giant little wall that only this truck has been able to get up for me so far. The TRX4 Mega Beastie XL. Alright, pause and we'll get it set up and go. So a couple things have changed ultimately, I think, that gets me up that rock mound that never allowed me to before, and that is both the dual fifth scale steerings up front, and that allows me to place the line better for the truck on the rocks when I'm going up. The steering's really good on that one, I personally think, and so it was easy to place the line on that truck on the way up. And then we're going to start at 60% power, 0 drag brake. There's max speed. It does make a funny noise in those motors, transmissions, but there's minimum speed. It's super quiet. Hard for me to keep my finger even on the trigger, of course. Anyways, it's pretty smooth. Feels pretty smooth to me. Let's go maximum speed to get over there. You can see what maximum speed is with the 570s. I should say these 570s are 12 volt motors rated to 16,000 RPMs at 12 volts. So I think it's like a 35T-ish. Here's max. So probably about as fast as the TRX4M in high gear. But then we don't shift to low gear to go slow and get pretty decent crawl. It's not perfect, but it's decent. I'm gonna go down and power here at the 80% setting, 100% drag brake. Notice the drag brake's pretty good. Already you can kind of see I got good control. I don't have to jerk it so much to get it moving over the next set of rock obstacles. Gotta be careful here, my knee's been bugging me. Have a seat. Tires are aired down about, I don't know, 6 out of 10 hardness. Gives them a good amount of poof, but you can see they get plenty of good grip. Sitting on the drag brake a little bit there. Back off on my screen. Well, I'm up here already. That was quick. See how much more controlled everything is. Again, this is just 80% throttle. I'm gonna have to peg it on 100 and just keep going. I'm gonna get stuck on that rock right in there. Think about putting a steel skid plate between those aluminum links. We all know how bad aluminum grabs every single dang granite and sandstone rock. Pretty good, huh? Pretty good. All right, let's go back down, show you some drag brake in action. Get turned around for you. I shifted to 100% throttle just to be sure I get 100% drag brake coming down. Even on 100% throttle, pretty good control of modulation. This is also at 100% punch on the 1080 G2 ESCs, twin ESCs, and 0% start force, or the lowest setting start force and the highest setting punch. That gives you good torque because you're trying to go up rocks and getting all bound up, if your transmissions can handle that kind of power. But it also gives you a slow start speed at 0%. I'm gonna hook around here, back up around the tree, show you how darn good this steering is. She just comes right around for me. I'm still one-handed here. I think as long as the bushings hold up in these motors, which is definitely going to be a jury out sort of thing, we found our motor size for sure. Bushings fail, then I have no choice but to go back to big, large 4250 sized brushless outrunners on Rhino ESCs, or spend several $100s getting in-runner brushless censored jobs, which I don't want to do. Alright, let's head over to some woods obstacles. I unwind that real quick. I highly doubt if it would have been an issue, but not really wanting to find out. That's an issue. Steel skid plate would be getting me right over top of that if I had a skid right in the middle over those links. Let's see how we're doing up here. Gonna have to back off a little. Awesome steering. You notice steering is super slow, and that's because I have the speed turned down in this radio. It's controllable servo speed, steering servo speed. Not hitting the greatest line here. The truck is making me look better than I am. Drag brake not on. On full. We're gonna try to make this little gap. Should be no trouble if done proper. I gotta say, control with these motors is a ton better. A ton. I always forget about that root right there. And apparently that one right there too. Just lightly on the throttle here. You don't want to turn it 100% punch, or else you might just roll yourself right over. I don't want to hook over and not be able to get back. I guess that shouldn't be an issue. Let's try. Impressive. 34 pounds we're catching right there, folks. Not sure the 550s would have done that. Never tried. I mean, I went up, but not all the way over. Alright, let's head over to the Mega Rock obstacle. I'm gonna pause. Take me a minute to drive over there. Alright, let's just roll through the woods trail real quick first before we head over. Why not? We'll hit them all. And watch the PI back here. Poison Ivy. Sorry. strangely hung up there. That rock got me last time, if I remember correctly. Boy, it got me all turned around. Well, no sense of candy coating anything. That's alright. I'll just roll on through the PI. Very well then. Hope that's not a sign of these rocks to come. I was hoping to just walk through here. Always gave me lots of trouble before without very precise steering and such a wide stance on sort of moderate sized rock set. Feel like with better steering and better rear motor torque, maybe we can do this. I am reasonably confident in the Clodbuster billet aluminum transmission gears. That's going to be a tough little hang up right there. Oh, sorry. I'm right into that rock. Let's back off a touch. Come over and around. Rock crushers. Oh, and bam. That's maximum strain, folks. This truck don't want to quit. Look at that rubber around there. Oh shit. Alright. Truly testing. Brakes will go back and figure out how to fix it. Cutting will grind. Punch. That little tree is my nemesis right there. Ask it to stand aside just a little bit. Thank you. Now that rock is my nemesis. You can't see it, I don't think. Right there. Steel skid once again. Oh, I just have to do that. And I'm going to help out here because I'm just destroying this thing. If nothing else, you'll probably get to hear about my poison ivy woes in a few days on video. Alright. This rock set is always hard for this truck. Right down to sticks, roots, and things. Look at that. Look at it. Bob Beastie's like, just get out of my way. That was the troublemaker right there. Alright, we gotta head over to do the big rock scene before we don't have a truck left to do it with. Yeah, guys, it can go through some stuff. That is not short grass. It's all tall grass right there I was tearing through. Got some pull. Running 3S 15,600 lipos. One of the Ford. I have 3 of them right now in 5,200 milliamp hour parallel, so all told it adds up to 15,600. For some reason, one of those batteries I had 4 died, so I was at 20,800. It's maybe a little better, just a little bit lighter. All right, here's the trouble I'm looking for. Let's check things over, get our drag brake turned on. Definitely picked up some stuff in that tall grass. All right, I think we can just go up the same route we did with the TRX4 Mega. If you saw that video, pause it here and get this extra debris off. Okay, unpause just to show you what you're dealing with in here, folks. What this truck is going through. I can't even pull all this off of here. It's wrapped so tight. Wrapped in there on that axle so tight. There we go. Getting to it. Still wrapped. There is no slouch here. Hold, please. Okay. Just don't want anybody to think I'm going overly easy on the truck. I definitely trying to test it a little. Alright, full power, full drag. Let's pay attention to what I'm doing here because this is technical crawl. Try to get you some video of it all. You know what, I'm going to come out a little on that zoom. Whoa, mosquito right in my face at the wrong time, man. Alright, try again. Oh, I don't think that's going to do it. I think we have to come over inside of that rock right there. So close, you guys. So close. And here's where you're hung up. Over here. Oh! I think I was over a little bit to the... And look how far that's dug in and dug up. That's just from me hitting it a couple of times now. Man. I feel like I need to creep over a little more. One-time thing, I guess, you guys. Killing it. She's just so portly. Yeah, we lost the front. Oh shit. What a dumbass I am. Look at that. Come loose. Alright, well, that's got to get fixed. Alright, it's back on. Hand tight. Sure why I did this yesterday. Different approach angle. Swear to God, I did it. Man, now I'm too far to the right. Stuck over on this set of four links. Now hung up down there in that rock. Trying to just come off a little, get repositioned, just a, whoa, came off too much. Oh, can't dig out. I think I just dug myself too much of a rut yesterday trying. Go, girl. Ay. Do I dare try over here? Sure, what the heck. Let's take a break from that spot. See if my wheel's still on. Yeah, it's still hand tight. Tell you what, it makes a difference when you're, I guess, one-handing it. That's what I'm gonna blame it on here, you guys. This is probably even tougher. That was all the beans. Can't tell me these transmissions can't hold up to massive force. I don't think it can do it. It's just too heavy. Probably air it down a little more, it'll have grip, but I don't think it'll have enough power. And if you gave it enough power, and I think it might actually eat the trans. Hey, that's a different route, but I am in. That is in, folks. In. Yeah. You may never see this truck drive again, but it made it. It's official. Let's try to drive it out. Wow. Nice. 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 It's got to be tired. It says I need a break, yo. 30-minute long scene. Hope you enjoyed the culmination at the end. Wow. We need some flashing lights for that situation, don't we? Ugh. Can hardly see them, it's so bright out. Well, let's take a quick look. Oh, sorry, got the drag brake on. Killed the battery. Sounds smooth. Still sounds smooth. I'll take it, you guys. I'm gonna go tighten that nut. And that was the only failure on the day. What do you think? It's a beast. Size 10. Puny little feet, but still. Huge tires. Peace out. Hope you enjoyed. The eye piece of the collection here for sure. Not to be trifled with. SCX6 Honcho Quad Boost. First ever of its kind, fifth scale twin steel servo setup. Custom hardened aluminum heat treated L arms because the stock ones couldn't handle all the torque. Carbon steel fasteners all throughout, 12.9 high grade carbon steel. And massive M8 by M17 4 links. Wanted to add a steel skid plate right in between these lower 4 links here that would protect all the scraping on the aluminum and cause it to slide off better, because steel slides off rocks way better than aluminum does. We all know that. All right, crew. Hope you enjoyed. Take care. Ciao.